to get moving. Whew. Let's see if this will. Yep. Okay. Excellent. It's working. Let us get moving. Plan was to start a lot earlier, but I ended up going out for lunch with Kostik and his girlfriend, and then stopping for petrol. Hey Snowy, how are you? How's your weekend been so far, my man? I got just under 2.5 hours of a drive now. So I'm not going from Ennisco this time. We're still in Mayo, but we are at the border, or at the, not the border even, but we're further out. We're starting in Swinford this time because I went for lunch with Kostik and his missus, and oh good, excellent. How was the staycation? Yeah, it was fantastic. I fucking flew in though, like 3 weeks went so fast, it's not even funny. Like, it's crazy. It does not seem like 3 weeks at all. And then last night, yesterday was kind of one of the busiest days we've had. We went on a chocolate factory tour. Then kind of went all over that area, done a few other things. And had a barbecue at night. Stayed up to the small hours of the morning, barbecuing, drinking and talking shit. It was great. So yeah, good times were had for sure. And now it's back home. How's your weekend been? What you been playing? Can't hear me over the roads. Oh, wow, okay. That is interesting, because normally this was a lot better. Huh. So the road noise is far louder than I am right now. Something a bit suspicious about that, something wrong there. Hey butterfly, you can hear me fine? Okay. Maybe it's me. Seems it might be you, Snowy. How's your day going, butterfly? What'd you get for your food? Refresh maybe, Snowy? Because it's the same app I always use, because this doesn't do, because if you do the official Twitch one, it does pick up road noise more. This one always picked me up more than the road noise, so it's a Streamlabs mobile app. Leftovers from yesterday, potato salad and mac salad. Nice. What's on your potato salad and mac salad? Other than obviously potatoes and mac and cheese, or macaroni and potato. What's the salad part? Is it just like covered in mayonnaise and shit like that, or is there some extra bits? Past the mac salad, yeah, right, so it's just macaroni shells. I get you. Yeah, but you're eating it, so you should know what you're tasting, no? I'm not looking for an exact rundown, but I'm assuming it's macaroni shells in some kind of a sauce. What does the sauce taste like? Is more so what I'm curious, because like potato salad is usually potato and it's filled with fucking some herbs, spices, and some herbs and some mayo. Usually this fucking dickhead overtook like 3 cars at once, still driving the wrong side of the road. What a knob. I'd get it if everybody was driving slow, but nobody is. Everybody's at the limit. Yep. There's somebody down it behind me now. Holy fuck. It's 1, 2. Alright, they overtook 2 cars. They're probably going to try and overtake the car behind me and then me. We're all driving at the limit, which is fucked up. I just don't get driving dangerously like that for the sake of saving yourself like 5 minutes, and you won't even save yourself 5 minutes. It's just weird. I'll never understand that shit. So little sense. Snowy, or is it still not working for you? Well, yeah. I am definitely looking forward to my own bed. That bed was comfortable enough, but it was also very warm at points, and yeah. Not beat your own bed, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how comfortable the bed is, your own bed is always better. So there's that element of it. Just ahead of everybody else. Hopefully it's something tasty for dinner. I think it's safe to say I know what I'm having. I'm going to be having some burgers for mine, because I have then putting on his brakes. So his achievement is he got 2 cars ahead. Congratulations. What an idiot. Oh, signal's going away. We must be getting to the border now. else coming? Say cooler weather for you next week. Nice. Hopefully that is the case and you can enjoy that cooler weather. I mean, I don't mind a clear day. I just 23 degrees is a bit much. It needs to chill down a bit. Would be good. Like it was nice and mild all day yesterday. I think it stayed at like 17 to 19-ish thereabouts. And kind of cloudy. That was only a mild shower, so that ended after half an hour. Hey Yorana, how are you? Happy weekend, happy Sunday. I did have a good time, yes. Mayo was great. Lovely, it just fucking flew in. Still reeling from the awful hairdresser. What happened? I haven't been on Discord or anything like that today. I had a busy day yesterday. She butchered your hair. Well, you can. What the fuck is wrong with this dickhead? Oh, Jesus Christ, and now another prick behind. He's trying to overtake her while she's overtaken. Jesus Christ. Yes, for a third off, for example, she cut 2 thirds off. It's too short to have a pony. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm not surprised I'm cutting off. There's a bit of it gets a bit jumpy. Hey Chelsea, how are you? Happy Sunday. How was the rest of the Sponia, was it? The point and click? I can't fucking remember if that's what it's called now. Got me on while to do some cleaning. Nice. I appreciate it. Hopefully the cleaning isn't too tedious or annoying. Oh. Yeah, signal's starting to drop for a bit here. In and out. A bit stuck with it, so when you get back with fresh eyes, you figure it out. Yeah, no, that can very often be the thing. The amount of times I've played puzzle games, gotten to a point of being like, I just can't see anything. There's nothing here. There's no clues. There's no anything. Leave it, go back and go, fuck, that was obvious. Sometimes you're just doing too much the one time. I'm also doing more than 9 chores. Nice. Way to go organising. So organise your stacks and sort them out later. Makes sense. The whole thing is that you're rather masculine person in general. When your hair was always a way to connect with your femininity, now you're having a minor identity crisis. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Hey, look, sometimes you gotta just course past you for taking the shortcut and get on with it. And know that you'll make it up by becoming past you at some stage and coursing future you. It's a never-ending cycle. Now heading into beanie season, yeah. It'll grow back at least, and you know not to use that fucking hairdresser again. Exactly, like Chelsea's saying. Look up YouTube shorts, YouTube videos, find like cute styles for shorter hair. There's lots of them out there. Hairbands, clips, yeah, lots of accessories in your hair will help you feel a bit more feminine as well. After you learn the mantra, don't put it down, put it away. Catch yourself a lot more often tidying as you go. That's a good mantra. Unless you need to use it, but you know. All the cute shit you're finding is for Tigger here. Yeah, I feel you there. What do you got to do? You're a mess? Nah, not at all, kids. Small victories. You just take the small victories, and as long as you get some shit done the way it should be, then you've completed a few things, and future you will complete some of the stuff you haven't. And then, as long as it's continuously completing bits, you're in the right direction. Doing nothing at any stage and leaving everything to be a big mess and all over the place, then yeah, well, you're completing bit by bit, you're getting bits finished, tasks are being completed, other tasks are being left to later. Nothing wrong with leaving shit to later. The only problem with leaving shit to later I think there's too many people will be like, oh, I have so much shit to do, I gotta do this, and this, and you kind of overload yourself and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm just not doing any. Whereas if you just say, right, I don't mind doing these 2 things today, I'm gonna do these 2 things today, that's 2 tasks off your list done, fuck the rest, I'll leave that, I'll do that tomorrow. And then the next day take 2 things, and the next day take 2 things, space it out over the week and it'll all be done. It's quick, easy, small tasks to be completed bit by bit, rather than a monumental day of cleaning, tidying, organising, sorting and fucking everything else. You got to break things down into chunks, otherwise you're screwed. Yeah, well, that's the best way of doing things, I think, personally, as well. Like, unless you're somebody who can hyper focus on how you need to get the house sorted, or your room sorted, or this task needs to be done, and like you absolutely focus to fucking completing something like that, then yeah, just bit by bit. Found a great app that you can use and schedule your little tasks each day. Oh, that's great. Especially if it's like, right, well, finish work, I've got X amount of free time, I give myself half an hour to just chill out after work, and then at X time I have to do this, that or the other for half an hour, and then that gives me the rest of the evening off. Then it's not too bad. Like, you'll be going, fuck it, it's only one thing, or it's only 2 small tasks, or it's only 3 this. Set amount of time you got to do something, and then you have the rest of the evening to yourself. As long as you remember to look, yeah, right. That is definitely a primary issue that could come up. Like, oh, I got to do all this stuff, but I'm not even going to look at this app that I have scheduling for. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Make it all feel less daunting. Because, I mean, I don't mind spending a day doing a task, but you definitely find it less annoying, or less... It feels less like you're cutting into your free time if you break it up. And it's like, well, if I do this that day, that the other day, and that the other day, then it's an hour out of each day rather than 3-hour chunk out of my day. It just feels like you're not losing as much free time that way. God damn, it's fucking hot. It's getting hot in here. So turn on the air conditioning. That's the other side of that song. It's not that it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. It's getting hot in here, so turn on the AC. Where'd all the traffic come from? Can you all fuck off? I just want to go home. Enough to Halloween for me to be scaring people like that. Plus, why the fuck would I do that? I have air conditioning to cool me down, and then I don't have to face public me dick out. Plus, that'd be terribly uncomfortable, I'd imagine. Sitting in a car for hours, just fucking flopped out. Like, nah, I'm good, thanks. He's pulling his cock out. Exactly, right? No need for that. Share some pictures in Discord later when I get back as well. I'm just too busy yesterday to do it. But we went from the chocolate factory. It's in a part of County Clare called the Burren. Burren is a well-known area, and it's very distinctive because its mountains are covered in rock, like very stony mountains. I know how stupid that sounds, but it's like stone, not rock. So it's like top is all grey covered, and cows will go up and down the mountains during the summer and the winter because the heat keeps. And there's a native breed of cow to the Burren as well, so they use the milk. They use milk from those native cows in their chocolate, and the way they do their chocolate as well is so different. They basically import the raw beans from many different countries that they deal with. So they have like Venezuelan, they have Cuban. What the fuck is going on here? Like a tractor show or some shit. It literally is like a tractor show. What the ever living fuck? Yeah, the four different. I can't even think of where they're all from. I can't remember off the top of my head. I know Venezuela, Cuba. Fuck, it'll come to me later. And so they buy in the beans, the cacao beans, and they roast them themselves, but they use a modified coffee roaster to roast the beans. So the beans they use for their dark chocolate, well, all the beans in general, but it just means there's not as much bitterness in the chocolate because they roast them for 15 minutes on a lower temperature, rather than large production facilities will do it for 2 minutes on a high temperature and they burn the bean, which is why dark chocolate is very bitter. These don't burn it as much, they don't burn them at all, so it's much smoother. It's still got a little bitterness, but it's much into the machine to deshell them and separate the shells from the nibs. Then the nibs will have a slight crunch to them. They put that through a separate machine to mix them for hours, and then they will add in, I think it's after, they'll mix it for like say 10 hours I think it was, or something like that. And then if it's dark chocolate, they just add in the sugar. And if it's milk chocolate, they'd add in the sugar and the milk. And that mixes them for ages, and then they put it through a third machine. So we got to sample a bit of the chocolate at that kind of refined stage where it was mixed with everything, but it hadn't been fully smoothed. So you're getting like sugar crystals in it, and there's a bit of a crunchiness to it from the cacao nibs not being fully smoothed as well. And then they put it through another mesh machine which takes out all those chunks, and it's real smooth chocolate. Then they pour that into massive molds, diabetes in the glass here, right? And then the molds are left to set, and they end up with like 5 kilo bricks of chocolate. So they were showing us, and then they leave those 5 kilo bricks, they stack them into bags and put 2 bricks of it in, so you got a 10 kilo brick of chocolate that'll sit for a few days to just age the chocolate a little, and then when they bring it in to use it, they temper it in the other rooms. But it's crazy to see, they just so many massive 5 kilo slabs sitting in these rooms, and you can taste the difference in their dark chocolate because they don't burn it. So they brought us through all those phases, gave us tasters, all that kind of shit. We saw where everything comes from. He even brought us into the room where they use the chocolate in the molds to make the bars or make the truffle stuff, and basically gave us a spoonful of the pure liquid chocolate that was coming out of the machine, where they melt one of those bars into this. They basically melt it, fill it into a mold, let it cool down, melt it again, and then put it into molds for the final stage to temper the chocolate. But it's like that liquid chocolate is pouring, having been melted, cooled, and melted again, so it's tempered. And they gave us a spoonful of that. That was just ridiculous. But they used the shells of the chocolate, so all the cacao pod shells, they break them down and use them in tea. So they make a tea there as well, a few other bits and pieces in, and they sell that, and they make their own coffees, and then they make their own hot chocolate as well. So yeah, you go full Augustus and jump in. Yeah, it's not that big, you could jump in, but yeah, it's crazy. But they do, it's incredible to see the way they do it. It is expensive chocolate, but it is nice. So like, it's 75 gram bar. It cost, they were going for, I think it was like €9 for a 75 gram bar of chocolate. So yeah, it ain't cheap, but it's fucking good. And pop down a bit, there's an abbey, like a ruined abbey, maybe 5-10 minutes from there, and it's still like the structures are still up. You can still see some of the roofing and some of the, like, all the stone pillars and shit are still there, and the stone walls. And it's incredible to look at, because it's from, like, it was raised in 1128 or something like that. It's nearly 900 years old, or nearly 900 years old. Which is just wild. And then from there, if the quality is fantastic, then why not? Yeah, absolutely. That's, I spent a ridiculous amount of money. I'm not even gonna get into it, but yeah, a ridiculous amount of money. But from there, after the Abbey, which was just incredible to look at, we went to an ice cream shop. So there's an ice cream shop a bit further out near the end of the peninsula, where you can basically, it's one of the most incredible views. When you're sitting down on your bench to eat your ice cream, you're looking out over Galway Bay, right across to the other side, and the mountains of Connemara. It's incredible view. But the shop where you buy your ice cream, when you walk out and you go to the seating area, if you look to your left, you can see the sheds where they milk the cows. And if you look to your right, 2 or 3 fields over are all the cows. So it's literally, you could not get fresher product if you tried. Everything was in a couple of fields of each other. The cattle that they have, the cows that they have, that they milk, the shed where they milk them, and then the shop is right beside where they make the ice cream and sell it. It's fucking crazy to see. It's so impressive. And yeah, the ice cream, needless to say, was incredible as a result of that. But yeah, it was a lovely little adventure out there. Loads of places to see, incredible views. And the chocolate factory tour, it seems like every time you have something new. It's kind of cool, because it is literally the middle of nowhere in Clare, in the Burns, where they have their factory. It's a protected area because of the mountains. You can't build anymore, so it's an existing structure. They have a cafe beside it that used to be the owner's grandmother's house. They'd been there for, like, that family had been there for hundreds of years. That was his grandmother's house. It's now a cafe. And the chocolate factory is being run by him and his wife, who was a Polish chocolatier who came over to Ireland on a holiday and met him there, and the two of them got together, got married, and run the chocolate shop together now. And not only do they do that, they also have like ceramic plates and mugs, stuff like that they sell in there, and they're all sourced from Poland from what I can see, and they're incredible. It's really, really nice stuff. I bought one of the mugs. I'll post a picture of it as well, because it is literally perfect. It's what I got served, because you go into the cafe, you can buy mugs, you can buy dishes, you can buy coffee, and you can buy tea, but you can actually sit down and have tea, coffee, and like some of their cake or some of their food, and their desserts are made fresh every day with chocolate from the factory right beside them, and the hot chocolate is from the factory right beside them. So I had like a honey hot chocolate and a big slice of hazelnut praline cake. Fucking incredible. So then it was like, yep, time to buy all of this stuff. But yeah, they did a good day between the three of us, I think. I think we worked it out. Between the three of us, we spent probably about €350 at that fucking chocolate place yesterday. Yeah, treat yourself for sure. Well, it wasn't just to treat myself either. I wanted bits for others as well. So I went a bit nuts, knowing that I'm keeping bits for others, and then also kind of like, well, I want to have something to let family try as well. So I kind of lost the run of myself a little bit, but it's fine. When am I going to be there again? Maybe in a year. Maybe. That was the funny thing. Kostik and his missus, that was their third year. I think it was the third year there, maybe the fourth year there. They've done the tour multiple times before. But they were saying as well the previous time, so we didn't have the same tour guide that they had on every previous tour. We had somebody who was new, and you could tell she was new and had been told to kind of be careful how much she's giving out, because they were telling me, like, on their previous tours, your one was just kind of saying, oh yeah, have some of them, oh, have some more, yeah, try that one, oh yeah, there's that one, oh, there's that one, have some of that, try this. And she had massive shards of chocolate that she was just giving people, whereas this one was like, she had everything laid out, and you got a small piece or one item. If it was like the almond ones, the chocolate covered almonds they had, and chocolate covered hazelnuts, you got like one of each. And even in the final room where they had like a salted caramel, a cherry and coffee one, and something else. She's like, oh, well, this one. Pick one and try one. Whereas previously everyone was like, yeah, go crazy. Have them all. Eat everything. So they were saying they came out with fucking, like, haven't ate a fuck ton of chocolate. This year was very small samples and pick one, which was fine because the very small samples you still got to try like six different pieces or 6 different bars of chocolate, and like, so you still got a decent amount out of it all. It was just funny to see the comparisons between somebody who's been doing it for years and it's just like, yeah, go crazy, I don't give a fuck, and somebody who's brand new is like, yeah, I'm gonna dish out this small piece, take a handy, I don't want to get in trouble, kind of thing, you know. God damn it. Hotter the further east I move. To 24 degrees now. Somebody tell it to cool down a little. I don't want to get back to Dublin. It's like 25, 26, 27. Fuck that. But also you need to cut back because of recession. Not wanting to go over the top, because the amount of people who were there when we were there, like there's 6 of us on the tour that we done, but the cafe was packed and the shop was packed and there was a lot of money going through that building. And when you're thinking that each 75 gram bar of chocolate, they're getting €9 a bar, like they're making plenty of money. They're definitely not worrying. And even the ceramic stuff, they were selling them, like a mug was €19 for a single mug. So they're definitely making their good profit on that shit as well. Like, stuff was expensive, but it's nice. All expenses are high these days. Yeah, true. Done with the humidity? Yeah, I get you, Chelsea. Too high demand, they need the chocolate sell. Yeah. They are in high demand for sure. Because even there was there's a seaweed and sea salt chocolate bar that they sell there, and they were all sold out, and it's Caustic's favourite. But on the tour, your one had 1 bar to show, like the packaging and all that of it, and she said, we're actually sold out of this one, and in fact this is the last bar here, so if anybody's want one, let me know and I'll get it for you. So as soon as we got off the tour, he found her and was like, yeah, can I get that bar off you? So yeah, they're doing well in sales for sure. The fact that they do it all in-house is definitely going to help their bottom line. Like, they're buying direct. It's crazy as well, because they were showing like the cacao bean that they get in. It's in like just like flour sacks, like muslin sacks, you know, that kind of shit. Just regular. But they come like each bag, each sack weighs 60 kilo, which is just mental. And even the room we were in, they had like massive industrial plastic buckets full of cacao beans in various stages. So there's the ones that hadn't been roasted yet, there was ones that had been roasted, and then there were the ones that had been roasted and shelled, so you could see the various stages of it. And it was like, yeah, grab one, feel that difference in them. They've been roasted, they haven't, and those roasted ones there, they just haven't been shelled and broken up yet. But we were then, it was like, well, take one of the roasted ones, see how easy they break, and eat it if you want. So we're just eating freshly roasted cacao beans, eating the nibs out of them. And then at the end it was like, this is when they've been separated, and this is when they've been done with this. So yeah, it was crazy. It's good tour, good experience, interesting to see. Understandably, since I've just talked about it for the last fucking half hour or whatever, you know. We had a lovely barbecue then last night as well. We got back, set up a grill, and we had a fuck ton of meat that we all bought. Various skewers and formats. I think that was going for like 6 to 8 hours. That grill was on. Like, we weren't eating for 6 to 8 hours, but we did make sure to make a point of spacing it out. It wasn't like, let's eat a full meal. It's like, right, let's just graze and shit over the space of hours so we can actually enjoy a drink and not be like, oh, and stuff they can't eat. I can't drink. It worked out quite well. What's everyone been doing with their weekend? I just waffled about the chocolate factory yesterday. Obviously today I'm driving home. I went for lunch with Costick and his missus. Now I'm driving home. I haven't got anything fun planned. Obviously we know Chelsea's leaning. Everyone having a chill day. Got up to anything crazy yesterday. Still busy doing nothing. How are you recovering, Snowy? How are you holding up post-surgery? Making necklaces as usual? Nice. I've seen some of your newer creations you've been posting in. They look awesome. Make sure you keep posting them. That's a great idea. Like if you build up a set amount, or you build up whatever amount and then just open up like a limited one-time Etsy shop or something like that, and it can be just right, well, these are what you have, these are the prices, make sure shipping's covered. And yeah, you can be laughing. Everybody can get their necklaces at a set price, and you already have this stuff done, so it's not, oh, can you change this or you can change that. It's like, nope, this is what I have. You got 101. Enjoy it, bitch. Going all right, nice. Got off the oxy. Wednesday, everything's a bit more sensitive, yeah. And how long is that gonna continue for? Or did they say anything about that yet? Like a drop or something? A Facebook group? Oh, just a local Facebook group Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, even if you start with like a local Facebook group or local fairs or whatever the fuck, any kind of craft fair, you can go to local or like hobby centre or whatever the fuck you can find. And then as you're getting a bit more comfortable with it and getting a bit more inventory, you can do like an Etsy shop where you'll do seasonal drops. Even if it's like, well, this is the stuff I have for autumn this year, this is the stuff I have for winter, this is like, even if it's only 4 times a year you're selling on it. Then it's not so much hassle. And if you do limited time runs on seasonal stuff, so much of fees. No point to do that in Norway with a weak currency at the moment, right? Well, I mean, then you just increase the prices for the international market. So you make sure you end up with €20 roughly after conversion. So you increase your price to match whatever Etsy's cuts and all that shit are. People want them and they buy them, great. If they don't, they don't. You know, it's not biggie, you sell them locally. No clue how long. Can't really exercise 4 to 6 weeks, so it should be better around that time. That's good. But how are the walks and all that? How are you finding your movements? Are you completely out of pain, or is there still a bit of awkwardness, or what's going on with all that? We're going to sell because people in other countries sell similar stuff cheaper. Well, yeah, I mean, if it's easier for local fairs and you can get all that kind of stuff done and you get the pricing you want, then yeah, it makes sense. You don't need the online market if there's a local market for it all. Driving for 15 minutes. It feels like I've been in this car for 2 hours. What the fuck? That's DJ Clan kids. Yeah, all getting on well. Busy. It was meant to be we didn't get to hang out as much as we'd like. It was supposed to be a quiet month, but it ended up becoming one of their busiest months in a while. So that was massively positive for them, and I was delighted to see it. It just meant we didn't get to see as much of them. Yeah, I'll take a small break if I actually start to feel tired. I should be okay, but I'm not taking any risks. If I do, I'll pull over and I'll just fucking stretch my legs for 5 minutes. Walks are pretty nice. Left leg feels a little off balance. That's normal according to the docs. That's good. It's one of the things that has to come back right. I get you. sitting is going alright, excellent. He's comfortable next to standing still. Walking's actually pleasant, that's great. Thank you for the look, Your Honor. I will be safe, don't worry. I appreciate it. We're just crossing over the river where people have been. And with that, we are out of Roscommon and into Longford. Back behind the PC, very much dove into First Descent. A lot of free stuff for new returning players. Nice. I take it you're enjoying it then, Snowy? Feels a bit like Destiny. I'll have to have a look. Slightly better versions of normal characters. A bit like Warframe. I've never played Warframe. But I've seen it, so I get what you mean. Torn play model. You can buy characters if you want, but you can also grind them out in the game. Well, that's good. There's your giant fiddle in the hill. Good that they have it like that. Like, you don't mind so much if you can just play the game, and just by playing the game you can get those characters. And then obviously if it's a game you're really enjoying and the game was free, well then if you have to spend 10, 15, 20 quid to get the character you want and you decide you don't want to do the grind, then it's not as bad. Some grinding right now, actually working on a weapon. And how much of a grind is it for those weapons or for the characters? Is it something you can do in a session? Is it something you have to do over days, weeks, months? I've already spent fuck time on the game and skins, trying to spend time to actually validate it. That's too funny. Yeah, I mean, they know what they're doing with microtransactions when it comes to making like pretty models or pretty skins or cool looking weapons and shit like that. It's like, fuck it, it's only a $5, it's only 3 quid, it's only... then very quickly adds up. Doing it in a session, like an hour, maybe 2 per part, break up, do something else. So that's not too bad then. That's not too bad at all. So there's like a roadside fruit farm, as they call it back there, so you can buy like breadfruit, strawberries and whatever else, and some potatoes and stuff like that. You wonder how much business they'd actually get, how many people would pull off to the side of the road to buy stuff. Guaranteed to succeed in those 2 hours. Usually it's been much more worked on. Oh, well, that's, yeah. Some taking a bit more effort isn't too bad. Sounds like an interesting one. I'll have to look it up, check out videos, see what I think, what it looks like. It's a game I could or would get into, or want to get into. So too many fucking games as it stands. I still need to complete We Happy Few. So no loss to try. Yeah, exactly. Can't afford to give it a shot. Yep, that was dumb. They pulled out when they saw that car was coming. That was not very clever. Asses out everywhere, that kind of vibe. More of a Japanese thing, but the behinds are very nice, right? Still not a single ugly character in the world. Yeah, I get what you mean. Everybody's pretty, everyone's in great shape. That kind of aesthetic, I get what you mean now. Stops ever. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, I don't need, you know what I mean? I'm not that bad, but I can feel I will need a stop at some stage. So kind of the sooner the better. Stop for 5 minutes. Suss shit out, stretch my legs, and then get back in the car, and then it's... So the plus side is, I think I said it was a 2.5 hour journey. We've been going for an hour and 15, so at least we're halfway there now. So once I can find a decent area to stop that isn't side of the road, tiny area, you know. Stop somewhere and get a drink or something. I have a drink here still. I got myself a bottle of Dr. Pepper, so I've been enjoying that. I can feel it in my legs. I just need to stretch my legs a little. I'm not tired or anything. It's just, I don't know, I'm gonna put it down to how fucking hot it is outside. I'm kind of like, oh, I just have that desire to stop soon, you know. So I will, if it's the next service station or just the next area with a decent hard shoulder. So I don't like the hard shoulder in this area, it's too narrow. I could pull over here, but I'd rather not. I wouldn't feel it was a safe stopping area. So I will wait a little longer. And then we will pull over for 5 minutes. And I'll get out and walk around the car. Congratulations. You overtook a single car. It doesn't help that we have a little bit of a convoy thing going on right now. Definitely doesn't help that there's a fucking heavy smell of manure right now. God damn. Fuck. Someone has just recently fertilized their fields. Stop around here somewhere shortly. Still feel like shit. God damn, that's not good. You're taking all the meds you can. thinking doesn't work, it's time to go see a doctor or go see a hospital. What I would say, I feel like you're probably just dehydrated. The amount of impatient cunts on these roads is unreal. This prick behind me as well, darting along. He's going to try and overtake another one or two here, I'd say. Like, you would swear I was driving slow. I'm not. I'm driving the limit. Everybody's just speeding. I'd say if you probably need to get a bit more water or get like an electrolyte drink of some kind. Drink that, drink some more water. If that doesn't make you feel any way better, then maybe it's not so much dehydration, and maybe you do need to take a trip to the hospital and get checked, make sure. But yeah, everybody is an unbelievable dickhead today with the drive. Well, not everybody, but quite a lot. We're in Westmead. The funny thing is though, like every car that overtook me I can see up ahead of me. And there's the speed cameras. Everybody's just in one big convoy now. It's fucking funny. For all the hurry they're in. Everyone's being a dickhead. parking spaces there. I don't know if they're for locals or for their houses or what, but we'll stop for a second anyway and just stretch the legs for 2 minutes. I've got to be careful getting out of the car before I do that. I do need to take